All right, just wanted to make a quick intro video. My name is Cole Stevenson. I teach people how to 10x their earnings or their income through real estate. All right, so many people think, okay, real estate's the way, that is where you go to make money, right? And then they, hop on Zillow and they start looking for houses, and they find a house and like, okay, I want to buy this, as a rental. And then, they get to the end and they realize, oh, well, the numbers don't work at all, right? Like my mortgage payments, $1,000 more than what I could rent it for, and it just doesn't end up working out, right? Or it's like, okay, I want to get into fixing, I want to go fix and flip a house, Zillow, right? Or the MLS or wherever you go to find, deals, right? I did the same thing, years back. I went into Zillow. I thought that's where you found deals. It's actually not where you find deals. Deals are done off market, right? So there's so many deals. That's where all the, cash flowing deals and, fix and flip deals are done, is off market. Okay. Off market means properties that are for sale, right? You just might not know that they're for sale, that are not on the MLS or Zillow or wherever else you find those. Okay. So what I do and what me and my team do, we find deals off market, meaning we go to foreclosures. Okay. So we find people that are in foreclosure from data online that we pay for. And they're people that are facing foreclosure that would most likely be motivated to sell their house at a discount. Okay. So we reach out to these people. We say, hey, I saw that your lender's giving you some grief. What's your plan? Most of them will say, well, I'm trying to get it figured out. I'm working with my lender. Most of these people will just end up either losing their house or, going to auction. And so we will save them from going to auction or foreclosure, by buying their house before that happens, or doing something called a buy lease back, right? Or we will lend to them in second position as well. Okay, so, we'll talk to someone, they'll say, yeah, I'd like to keep my house. Okay, cool. Would you like to get a loan, or how does that look, right? So one deal that we just did, she was behind about $30,000 on her payments. So she hasn't been making payments for about 15 months, right? Kind of crazy that she went that long without going to foreclosure. And so we ended up doing a buy lease back with that person. Okay, so we bought the house. The house was worth $400,000, right? So if she were to list it on the MLS, and if she had enough time to be able to list it on the MLS and get a full cash or a full price offer, which she didn't. When she talked to us, when we talked to her, she had 5 days until she was going to go to auction. Okay, so she was just like, I'm a mess. I don't know what to do. And, we worked with her, we focused on her challenges, and, rather than, focusing on the, profit and doing all that, we focused on her problem, and we helped her find a solution. Okay. So we ended up buying that house for $250,000. Okay. And she has the option to buy that back from us for about $300,000. Okay. And we pay her mortgage payment. Her mortgage payment's $1,300 a month, and she pays us rent of about $1,800 a month. Okay, so we're making cash flow, and then there's the opportunity to make that additional $50,000 once she has that option to buy the house back. Okay, either way, we're buying it, much below market value, and off market. Again, there was no real estate agent involved. There was no, none of that involved. It was just between us and the buyer and the seller. All right, so that's how that went through, and we make monthly cash flow from it and all of that. Okay, the other option is to buy one of these houses off market and do a fix and flip. We just did a fix and flip just barely at the time of recording this, and we bought it for $350K, and we're selling it for $490K. We put about $55,000 into it in rehab costs, so should line up really good as it comes to closing here in the next couple months. And then, the other option is to buy a house and then just keep it as a rental, right? So if you buy low enough, your mortgage payment will be low enough that your rent for that given area, right? You want obviously positive cash flow. So you take the amount of the costs, right? So say your costs are $1,500 a month, but your rent is $2,000 a month, right? That equals obviously $500 a month in cash flow. Okay, so I teach people how to do this. Go ahead and submit your contact information if you want to learn more about this, and then we can hop on a call and discuss, what your plans are, what are you specifically trying to accomplish. It doesn't take much to be able to get one of these deals as far as capital up front. Everyone thinks you need to be loaded to be able to get into real estate. I started with $0, right? got in my first property with a 3% down payment, $15,000 from just saving a little bit here and there, especially with these sub 2 deals. And that's, those buy lease backs. That's what we're talking about specifically within foreclosures, all off market. But yeah, I'd love to go over that with you and help you get into real estate and convert truly your income that you're making now and 10x it through real estate. Go ahead and book a call with me. Thanks.